Excellent.
I recently did a stream where I discussed my displeasure with the Arcade 1-Up Atari Legacy. My specific concern was the incorrect aspect ratio on Centipede and Millipede. I went on to mention how almost no YouTube reviews of this cab pointed out the incorrect aspect ratio. During the stream, many viewers stated that some reviews did state this, so I went back and watched all of them again, only to conclude that there is a common misunderstanding when it comes to screen orientation for vertical arcade games and their correct aspect ratio. It also dawned on me that Arcade 1-Up probably doesn't understand this concept either. You see, all the video reviews of this cab explained that there are vertical arcade games on a horizontal monitor. They continued to discuss the orientation of the monitor and the vertical games that were on it, and that it may not appeal to some people. But none went on to explain that not only are the vertical games on the horizontal monitor, but Arcade 1-Up also got the aspect ratio wrong on these games. We have to remember, regardless of the orientation of the monitor, the aspect ratio of the game is independent of that. Let's look at a visual aid. Here you see the actual screen of Centipede on the Arcade 1-Up, displaying on a horizontal monitor. But that isn't the issue to me, as many multicades must play vertical games on a horizontal monitor. What bothers me is how far off the aspect ratio is. Let's lay on top this image of the correct aspect ratio of Centipede and see. The correct aspect ratio of Centipede is basically an inverted 4:3 ratio. Now, many images, such as on a Raspberry Pi, may use a 7:9 ratio or a pre-configured configuration ratio, which is basically the same as a 3:4. In this example, you can see how far off the width on the 1-Up game is. Hence my displeasure with this cabinet. So to Arcade 1-Up, even though you get a strike for mixing vertical and horizontal games on the cabinet, the least you could do is make sure the aspect ratio is right for the vertical games. And for YouTube reviews, it's great to identify that vertical games are being played on a horizontal monitor, and that's the orientation of the monitor. But the next step is to identify which of the vertical games are at least displayed in the right aspect ratio. Oh yeah, in Arcade 1-Up, try using some bezels like everyone else so I can see where the left and right game borders are. Playing games like Centipede and Galaga and not really knowing where the left edge and right edge is, well, it's kind of annoying. That's my opinion, of course. But hey, thanks for watching the Rexer Show.